What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to the Shadow Knows Network. This is the top wrestling wrap up with the Tech Master. Holy shit. Okay, what should we talk about first? How about this? The WrestleMania 40 kickoff show that was on earlier today. All right, so here we go. I'm going to break this down for you all right now. First and foremost, let's talk about Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. That was awesome. I got to say, Rhea Ripley is like a megastar, and I can't wait to see her performance at WrestleMania 40. It's going to be incredible. I like Bianca Belair. She came out, did her thing, got a nice pop, a nice reaction from the audience there. Triple H, of course, coming out. You know, he got a pretty good ovation. But now let's talk about the highlight of the show. And that was Seth Rollins coming out and then calling out or introducing Cody Rhodes only to have Roman Reigns, the head of the table, come out and actually be on stage with Seth Rollins. Now, what I really liked about this was that we finally got to see a face-to-face between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Now, Seth Rollins is a world heavyweight champion, as you know, and Roman Reigns is the undisputed Universal WWE champion. So it was great to finally see these guys on the same stage, face to face. And I got to tell you guys right now, unfortunately, Roman Reigns made the World Heavyweight Championship just look like total shit. I'm going to be completely honest. He ripped apart that title and it looks like shit. And I feel bad because Seth Rollins has done a phenomenal job at building up this title and really making it mean something on Monday Night Raw. However, I still stand by what I said before. The Intercontinental Championship held by Gunther means more than the World Heavyweight Championship. It's a consolation prize. It's second best, right? I mean, Roman Reigns destroyed the World Heavyweight Championship, unfortunately, tonight. Now, we also get into The Rock. All right. I'm super excited about this, everybody, because I'm going to tell you right now, this was a swerve. I kind of think this was a double swerve, right? So, but I'm also confused. So maybe you fans can help me out here. So we first see Cody Rhodes win the Royal Rumble. Everybody's like, all right, cool. He's going to WrestleMania. We know he's going to pick Cody as his, opponent at WrestleMania. Points to Cody. I'm sorry, points to Roman at the Royal Rumble. And everybody's like, all right, cool, let's do this. Then SmackDown comes on, and Cody Rhodes basically looks like he's stepping aside for The Rock. So he went on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes, and straight up said, Roman, I'm coming for you and I'm coming for your title, but not at WrestleMania. Those were his exact words. The Rock comes out because Cody Rhodes said that he's been, talking to some people and taking some counsel from people, and then introduces The Rock. So this was a swerve because after watching SmackDown last week, I mean, oh my gosh, the internet just blew up. Everybody and their mother was just like, hey, we want Cody. Like, we don't want The Rock to come in and steal the main event at WrestleMania or take Cody's spot at WrestleMania. There's a bigger story going on here. Everybody is into this Cody Rhodes finishing the storylines. I get it. I'm one of those guys. I'm like, dude, this has been built up for a year now. Cody Rhodes has to finish the story. But when does he finish the story? Does he finish it at WrestleMania? Or does he finish it later on in the year at Madison Square Garden, where his father held up that championship for, I don't know how long, a few seconds, few minutes before, that was done. So there's a bigger story here with Cody Rhodes. But what I like about the WWE is that a lot of the stuff has been unpredictable. Just when you think they're going down one direction, they totally switch it up and then they're going down a different direction. So for me, I'm confused because after watching SmackDown last week and Cody Rhodes saying that he was going to come after Roman Reigns, but not at WrestleMania. And then today, during the WrestleMania 40 kickoff show, he says, I won the Royal Rumble. I'm the winner. And, I get to choose who I want to fight and where I want to fight. So he picks Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. And I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously. Like I was excited. I'm like, okay, cool. Cody and Roman, the main event of WrestleMania 40, it's back on. But what the fuck? Like, what was the point of sidestepping, letting The Rock come in, and then saying kind of like, no, I'm just kidding. It's going to be Cody and Roman at WrestleMania. The only thing I could think of is they were testing the waters with the heel Rock turn. I mean, The Rock is phenomenal, whether he's a face or a heel. I like the heel version of The Rock much better. Just throwing that out there. Um, but I just didn't understand like what was the point of going through all that when you're going to have Cody and Roman at WrestleMania anyways. So like I was going to say, the only thing I could think of is that they wanted to see if the, we want Cody movement or the we want Cody chance gained enough traction to change, the minds of those who originally thought maybe The Rock versus Roman would be a better match at WrestleMania. There were so many reports on the internet about oh well, when The Rock signed on to TKO as being like part of the board of directors, he was also guaranteed a main event match at WrestleMania. I mean, I think that was all bullshit. I think a lot of that stuff that was coming out this last week was all bullshit. It was just out there to try and confuse everybody. But look, I'm excited that Cody Rhodes is gonna fight Roman Reigns again. I got to tell you guys too, on a side note, CM Punk on the mic tonight was fucking amazing. This guy was incredible. I mean, I don't know if you guys caught it or not, but he took some shots at AEW without mentioning AEW. He took some shots at the Young Bucks without even mentioning their names. Go back and watch it. Go back and listen to what he said after the Rock, Roman Reigns, and Cody segment. It was crazy. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to see Cody versus Roman. Now you're at a point where the fans are kind of scratching their heads, including me. I'm going, okay, so is this match really going to happen? Number one. Number two, now I'm not as excited as I was because it's kind of fucked up, right? Like Cody wins a Royal Rumble, and you just threw like this monkey wrench, and everything, and then you're like, oh no, it's going to be The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. Oh no, 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 I'm just kidding. It's going to be Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania. So look, here's the question. Here's the $1 million question. Do you put the title on Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia? You can go a couple different ways. You can put the title on him. He finishes his story on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania in Philadelphia. Although I gotta say, with the fan reaction, tonight in Las Vegas, it was kind of mixed. I mean, you heard the Rocky sucks chants, you heard the Cody sucks chants. I mean, I feel like it kind of hurt Cody Rhodes a little bit having, this switch off here. But we'll have to wait and see. So you can either put the title on Cody at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. He finishes the story, and then he just is built to be the guy in the WWE. How long do you keep the title around him? I mean, you got to just run with it and see, what happens, but you got to book him properly. You got to give him good storylines. You got to keep this going. Another way you can go is, Roman Reigns wins. You can't have Roman Reigns win with outside interference again. You cannot do that this time around. Roman Reigns, if he is going to win, you're going to keep the title on Roman Reigns. He's got to beat Cody clean. If he beats Cody clean, that's it. There can't be another Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania next year, WrestleMania 41. That's it. Michael Cole even said that tonight, and I think it was Pat McAfee as well, where they both said, hey, like, Cody Rhodes is getting another shot here at the title. There's no third chance. You can't do it 3 times. So they're kind of throwing that out there as well. Now you've also got, they've been talking about Hogan's record, Bob Backlund's record, Bruno Sammartino's record for the longest reigning, championship title. I don't know, guys. I mean, the fan base is so split right now. You got half of the fan base saying, I want Cody to win at WrestleMania. I want him to take the title. I want him to beat Roman and just, the sky's the limit. Then you've got this other half of the fan base that's going, hell no, Roman is still the man. And he's going to beat Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. And he's going to go on to beat Hogan's record. He's going to go on, and we're talking Hogan's record is going to have to go past SummerSlam. So I think we're looking at either the end of September, beginning of October, somewhere around there. I don't know exactly, but So it's like, man, this entire fan base is split. So all I can say is this: WrestleMania 40 is definitely going to be interesting. WrestleMania 40 has now re-sparked my interest. I got to be honest with you guys, I was not hyped the way that originally it looked like The Rock was going to face Roman at WrestleMania. I didn't like how they put The Rock in there. I didn't like how Cody Rhodes stepped aside for him. There was nothing mentioned by Cody Rhodes, even on Raw as to like, dude, why did you step aside for The Rock? Like, there has to be a reason. You're the Royal Rumble winner. What the hell? Something. But anyways, so today we got the decision by Cody that he's going to be indeed facing Roman at WrestleMania for the title. So, wrestling fans, I want you to sound off. I want you to comment, and I want you to tell us, what do you think? What is your likely scenario for WrestleMania 40? Mine is simple. Here's what I think. I think Cody's going over. I think he's going to beat Roman Reigns for the title. Now, how about we flip things around? Now, Cody should not have any outside interference. He should win clean. He should beat Roman clean. But I just have this weird feeling that if The Rock gets involved, this is going to be yet another swerve, and we're going to see The Rock actually help Cody win the title. Now, if that happens, does that kind of taint, Cody's win? Does that kind of taint his championship victory at WrestleMania? Remains to be seen. I will say this though, Shadow knows, and Shadow knew before you knew, and Shadow actually predicted this several years ago about Cody Rhodes. He predicted the future of Cody Rhodes and what you have to do with Cody and how Cody can get over. So you guys should watch that video here on the Shadow Knows Network. But I'm super excited about WrestleMania 40 now. My interest is sparked again. So we'll have to wait and see exactly, what's going to happen. We still have, what, 2 months, till WrestleMania? I mean, anything can happen in 2 months. We've got Elimination Chamber coming up in 2 weeks. What are your thoughts on Elimination Chamber? Could it be Cody versus The Rock at Elimination Chamber? Maybe Cody versus The Rock, and then Triple H says, okay, you know what? The winner of that match is going to fight Roman at WrestleMania 40. Holy shit. You talk about throwing another monkey wrench in this whole thing. I mean, what's great is that there's so many different ways, so many different scenarios, and so many different like options that you have with this storyline. It's fantastic. But you can't do this shit where you're going back and forth, because it makes fans like me that have been watching wrestling since, gosh, for the last 36, 37 years, scratch my head going, was that even necessary? Like, why did they go through all this trouble of making it look like The Rock was going to be the main event at WrestleMania with Roman when it was Cody and Roman all along? Like, it just, to me, it just didn't make any sense. And it still doesn't make any sense after watching the press conference tonight. But anyways, Elimination Chamber. I mean, that's coming up. You also have Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. So that'll be a great match as well. I think that's going to be stiff. I think Nia Jax is going to lay into Rhea a little bit. So we'll see. But Rhea can hold her own. So it's going to be a very interesting fight. But also, too, AEW, I got to say, AEW was Dynamite this week was a very strong show. It was actually enjoyable to watch. Happy for Sting. Sting is on his way to retirement. He's got one last title reign right now under his belt. He's the one half of the AEW Tag Team Champions with Darby Allin. So that was cool. Tony Khan has, he made a major announcement in March. He's going to have AEW Big Business in Boston. Boston has two S's in it, in case you didn't know. Anyways, of course, we're going to see the debut of Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes Moné. You can't call her Sasha Banks. Although, what you guys think about Bianca Belair? She threw out Sasha Banks' name tonight. That was cool. I was like, damn, this really is a new era in WWE, because we know the Vince McMahon era would be like, hey, dude, you can't mention anybody who doesn't work here. You can't mention their name, especially if they're in our competition. So it's very, very, very cool to see. But AEW, I think, is, doing better. They still have a lot of work to do. There's still a lot of things that they need to fix and work on. But this week's show was enjoyable. It was a good show. Swerve Strickland is the man. Swerve, I'm telling you right now, Swerve, you need to put the title on Swerve very soon. very soon. I love Samoa Joe. I think he makes a great champion, but it's time. It's time to put the title on Swerve Strickland. I also think MJF is going to be returning at that same show in Boston, at the TD Garden at big AEW Big Business. I think MJF will return. Maybe even Okada will make his debut. We'll have to wait and see. But wrestling fans, what a wonderful and exciting time to be a wrestling fan. I'm super hyped. I'm super excited. It's just so great because you don't know nowadays what's a shoot versus what's a work. It's just, I mean, wrestling is fun to watch. We got to also stop with this tribalism bullshit, like AEW versus WWE. Look, if we're wrestling fans, we need to enjoy wrestling, period. I see so much tribalism on fucking social media. AEW fans attacking WWE fans, WWE fans attacking AEW fans, people saying, "Oh, I really hope this company goes out of business or that company goes out of business." Look, for the wrestling business, you got to have multiple places to work. You can't have just one or two places to work. You got to have more options for these, professional wrestlers that are out there. There's a lot of great talent out there as well. So, wrestling fans, thank you again so much for watching the Top Wrestling Wrap Up with the Tech Master. I will see you very soon. Shadow knows.